Alright, now it is time for the top 5 segment.
Yes.
Oh man, we teased it in the State of the Company address a couple days ago. It is top 5 duet songs.
Yes.
And like we teased at the beginning of the episode, we have a special surprise for everybody. We didn't tell anybody what was happening, but our forever guest, Rebekah Kennedy, is back on the show.
9 times. 9 times.
Sensei.
I can't believe it.
It's so awesome. You're permanent family now. It's like
Exactly. We'll be sending you an honorary Crazy Aunt shirt here
That's
soon.
right. That's right.
I would love that.
I honestly think if anybody has earned it.
Yeah, right.
She's put up with our craziness literally for 2.5 years. It's like that takes a lot.
Exactly.
I work really hard.
Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, special guests go first. You got this.
Absolutely. What's your number 5?
So I just want to put this out there that's not in any kind of order.
I got you.
Got you. I just kind of wrote down as I was thinking about stuff. And it's hard. It's hard.
It always is.
It was,
It's always really hard. Okay, so my number 5 is Under Pressure.
Ooh. That's a good one.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Kind of upset I didn't think of that one myself. Like, damn it. But yeah, mine's kind of around the same time. My number 5 is Don't Go Breaking My Heart. Elton John and Kiki D. I'm a huge Elton John fan, so I mean, of course I would put this on. And just recently watching Rocket Man, seeing that whole interaction, I loved it.
Of course. Yeah. And so I had to divert because I too am a huge Elton John fan, and that was definitely going to be on my list, but I had to sway. So my number 5, because I'm a huge Fleetwood Mac fan and a Stevie Nicks fan and a Heartbreakers fan, so I went with Stop Dragging My Heart Around with Tom Petty and Stevie Nicks.
Oh. I gotta say, I've never heard this song. At least not that.
Yes, you have.
I don't know.
Yes, you have. Don't even pull that card. You know you have. I'm not going to sing it. It's like, stop
you should sing it.
You've heard it. Come on, after Tom Petty died, they played it like every day. I mean, come on. Rebekah, you've heard it, right? You've heard it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Now you'll have to sing it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, Rebekah. That is what I'm saying.
I'm no Stevie Nicks or Tom Petty, so we're just going to leave that alone.
All right, Rebekah, what you got for your 4th selection?
So I have Empire State of Mind.
That's a really good one, especially every time we go to New York City. Like, that's, of course, like, the one that when you're driving right in. Like,
so true.
Oh, my goodness. I love that. I love that.
I love New York, so it works out.
Yes.
And it's such a perfect, like, moniker and, like, a tribute song to New York. Like, it's so perfect. I just love it.
Yeah.
It's so good. So good.
Facts.
My number 4, getting a little country, twangy, 60s, 50s, I don't even know when it was because I wasn't around. I'm talking about Jackson by Johnny Cash and June Carter.
Yes.
I think this song, going back. I didn't even know about these two until Walk the Line. I'll admit it. I'm a youngin'. We all know. But after watching this song, or after watching the movie and then hearing Joaquin Phoenix and Reese Witherspoon perform the song and interpret Johnny Cash and June Carter, you could just tell, like, the love that was between them and the chemistry and everything.
So then the question is your pick the Joaquin Reese version or the original version?
No, it's the original version.
Okay, Johnny and June. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I've watched the videos of this song on YouTube now, and you can see the chemistry.
There you go. Because they did do their own singing in that movie, so
it's true.
It's a valid point. You gotta ask. All right. Yeah. My number 4 requires you to put your little hand in mine. I've Got You, Babe by Sonny and Cher. I mean, come on. Yeah. Can you have a duet list without this one? Like, if you don't sing this, if like your karaoke is a duet challenge and you don't have I've Got You, Babe, something's wrong.
I agree.
I mean, it's like one of the most corny yet epic love songs of all time, I think, duet.
Yeah. That one I know. My mother was a huge Cher fan, so that one I know.
There you go. All right.
Like, I don't have it on my list, but it is a good one.
It is. Yeah. All right. Good deal. So, wow, this is getting, like, we're covering all kinds of decades here. Number 3, Rebekah, what you got?
All right, so big Moulin Rouge fan.
Ooh.
So come on, May.
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, little Cam would be so happy and like brightened up right now.
She would be.
Loves that freaking song.
She
like
does, man.
Anytime that she wants to get pumped up, that's definitely like her go-to.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
But my
That's a good
number 3, I mean, just recently came out the past couple of years, and it's from a film. At least this film adaptation. There's like 40 of these films, but Shallow, A Star Is Born.
Yes.
Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. So damn good. And you can tell there was chemistry at the Oscars. You could tell they were sitting all close. I mean, they were saying it was for like the performance value, but I mean, I'm just saying.
And then they both split from their
that's
significant others. Yeah, okay.
Exactly. It was a little, what's going on here? But I mean, that song, that whole movie is just absolutely brilliant and like tear jerking. Just so good, so good.
And one of those that like the soundtrack sticks in your head.
Yeah.
If you play it, then you're playing it for like the week. It's true.
Yeah.
All right. My number 3. Logan, just to preface it now, you've never heard of it. You've never seen the movie. Let's just go on and get you out of the way now. Mine is Endless Love, Lionel Richie and Diana Ross. Yes. Brooke Shields. I mean, back in the day. I mean, come on. That's... Really? No?
Yeah.
How about the Luther and Mariah remake?
No.
Both were epic versions, but okay.
You see, I got to make another confession here on the podcast, here on episode 121. My first introduction to Lionel Richie was American Idol. I'm sorry.
The Commodores? Come on, man.
I know, but now every Sunday I listen to Easy.
Yeah, Easy like Sunday morning, but you didn't know Easy like shit until American Idol. All right.
Well, now you have some homework to do.
I know.
Right.
Well, last time you came on, Rebekah, like we talked about, I hadn't seen Lost, and now I'm trying to like watch all of that too. So I'm catching up. I'm getting there.
We're trying.
Oh my goodness. Well, what you got for your third selection?
No,
Rebekah?
number 2.
Number 2. Oh. Or is it your third? 2 or 3?
It's 2.
See, I don't know how to count. Y'all know this about me, okay? I don't know how to say names either, so it's fine.
Lionel Richie knows how to count. No.
Whatever.
True. Well, you took mine. I was also going to say Shallow, so.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just...
I mean, it makes sense. It's an epic love song. I mean, and an epic duet, and no matter how you look at it, so that's a good choice.
It's so damn good.
It's a good choice.
All right. Number 2 for me, this is like the number 1 song that plays when I plug my phone into the car and your music starts playing randomly. But I just absolutely love this song, and I love Marvin Gaye, so Ain't No Mountain High Enough by Marvin Gaye and Timmy Terrell.
Okay, now why are you laughing? All right, like, why did that elicit a giggle?
I'm intrigued.
You're talking about me?
Yeah.
Yes, you.
Now she's going to be like, no, that wasn't me giggling.
Right?
What are you talking about?
No, that was me. That's my number 1 too.
Damn.
Damn it.
All right. Okay. Well. All right. Let me bring this. Then let me bring this. Let me put some stuff that you guys don't have.
Yeah.
My number 2, You're the One That I Want. John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John from Grease.
That one was almost on mine. Yeah.
I mean,
that was almost on mine.
I mean, I find that though, like whenever you do that duet or any kind of like karaoke, you have to do the whole dance and everything.
I know, right?
You know?
Like
you gotta, the woman's gotta like throw down the cigarette, and he's gotta do all the crazy. I mean, otherwise you're failing.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, but anyway, You're the One That I Want, number 2.
Yeah, I was a part of a Grease production in high school, and so this took me back. Not watching the original movie, but being in the production.
Who did you play?
I was almost Danny, but what was his name? I think it was Sonny. Maybe Sonny is his name. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Clearly, it was memorable.
Yeah, right. Like it was not.
It was a good time.
It was a great old time.
It was so important in my life. I don't know who I played.
Whatever. You don't remember anything.
I don't. It's okay. I do remember my first though. I was Peter Pan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my first stage production was I was in tights and I had the little hat. And
I wish there was a video of that.
Yeah. Fortunate for me, there was no video cameras back then, or no phones, so it's good.
The invention of film wasn't made yet, so it's all good.
Film was around. Rebekah, what was your first stage production?
The very first one was in elementary school. I did a modern version of Cinderella.
There you go.
I like that.
They wrote like a script, like it wasn't your average one, and I played the fairy godmother.
There you go.
That's badass.
Yeah.
I was about to say you don't remember either.
No, I should preface my Peter Pan was elementary school too, because in high school I was on the football team. I'm not putting on green tights.
Oh, you should.
And my Peter Pan I would have never gone back into the locker room. Like no. Peter Pan was elementary school.
I mean, you saw.
That was my first like introduction to. Acting.
Yep.
That's great, though. That's a story to tell right there. But,
Absolutely.
I mean, everybody saw Game Plan with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I mean, he was a football player, and he also did ballet in that film. So even if The Rock can do it, you can do it, bro. It's fine. No? Okay.
No.
Good talk.
No.
I'm not The Rock.
I'm not The Rock. It's okay.
Where are we? We're number one.
Number one. Well, we already know Rebekah's number one.
That's
it was
right.
Ain't No Mountain High Enough.
That's right.
I'm sorry.
I do have a quick story on
Go
that
for
one.
it. Go for it.
So in college, our freshman year, kind of, or you know how you have the orientation week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I can't remember like all of the details, but for some reason they put us, or like why we had to do this, but they put us in like groups, like random groups. So I was with people I didn't, necessarily know. Or
Right.
anything. I mean, I didn't know anybody because it was freshman year, but it wasn't theater people. It was just like random groups.
Mm.
And we had to pick a song and basically lip sync to it and like do a whole choreography. Like, I don't know why.
Oh, wow.
I don't remember why they made us do this. But like our group, of course, like just happened to be like me being an act, like was going for theater. They got,
Right.
lucky versus like some groups that didn't have anybody that was, and we did Ain't No Mountain High Enough. And of course I was like the woman part. So I remember that vividly, like the introduction to college was like lip sync. I'm like, here we go. So
Yeah.
good time.
Well, that's a great way. That's
Absolutely.
a bonding experience right there. Like,
Exactly. I mean, and rightfully should be number one on your list then.
yeah, absolutely. My number one, I had a solo inquire of this song, so I'm just gonna put that one out there. The Time of My Life, Dirty Dancing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That beginning part. Yeah.
Let's hear it.
It's so
Let's
good.
hear it.
Now I've had the time of my life. It's so good. It's so good.
Yep.
Whatever.
I shouldn't tell you to do that because then you'll want me to do my Kenny.
Exactly.
And I'm not doing Kenny.
Exactly.
I gotta pull away from the mic like he used to do. Like he had that move, man. My number one is Islands in the Stream, Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
I fucking love that song, man. I don't know. Every time it's on, I will hardcore jam, and I'm not embarrassed to say it. Who can write a love song that refers to a fine-tooth comb and make that shit sound good? I mean, only Kenny and Dolly can do that, right?
Oh
like,
my
come on.
goodness.
A fine-tooth comb. What? But it's an epic song, man. I just, the two of them together, and like you said, they just had chemistry.
So good.
Chemistry together when they were at it,
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
It's so good.
I find myself going back to that one when he died a couple months ago, and I was just like,
Yeah.
let's play some Kenny.
Yeah.
And you a Kenny fan. You're
Oh,
a
yeah.
Gambler, man.
Gambler.
So, yeah.
It's so good.
All right.
It's so good. But I mean, of course, to have you on because we can further talk about it now, Rebekah. We had some guesstimations the last time you were on about what was going to happen in your episode of Station 19, and holy shit!
Yes.
Yeah.
That was crazy. I was not expecting you to get hit by a car.
No.
No.
And not just hit. Man, you went flying. Like, that shit was like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
You're just like, yeah.
That happened.
Yeah, I mean, that was intense, though. What does it say that you, play such a good psychopath? I mean, that was, really good. Like,
Thank you.
yeah.
You know.
You're like the sweetest person we know, but those eyes in that scene, you're like, don't mess with
Don't
her.
mess
Like,
I know. It was funny. You the first day we did just the stuff that was like in the first part of the when I get in and I say drive, just
right.
that first part. And then the next time I was shooting, we did all of the stuff that was like outside the ambulance and in the ambulance. And so I had worked with Lachlan, but I hadn't worked with Jason George or Jesse Williams yet, really. I talked to them and met them, but I hadn't worked with them. And then we started doing the scene, and we were like in between takes, and Jason was like, "Oh my God, you're terrifying."
Perfect.
And I was like, "Well, thanks." But yeah, I reading the script, it said she got hit, and I was like, okay, like I die, of course, again.
Again,
but then watching the stunt woman do the stunt was incredible. Like it's seamless. Like I grabbed the footage for my reel, and like my friend was like slow mowing because it's me running, and then she takes over when the flying stuff's on me.
Yeah.
And we like slow mode it, and it's like they did such an amazing job. It's seamless between her and me. Like you cannot see the switch at all.
Yeah,
like, they did
yeah.
really
I believe that because
job.
we both kind of were like, we were texting back and forth watching it, and we were both kind of like, did Rebekah do her own stunt?
Right.
Did she just get hit? Like, she is up in the game. Like, I mean, it was seamless, and it was like an oh shit moment. We were like, what?
But I mean, that's good to hear. I mean, it just shows that like freaking Shondaland has their shit together.
Yeah, man. I mean, and kudos to the editors.
Yeah, she made me look great. She rocked it because a lot of people asked me if that was me, and I was like, I would not be getting off the ground.
Yeah.
No way. Like I'm not that cool.
Well, and huge to the makeup too.
Yeah.
I mean, the bloody ending was just like, woo.
Yeah.
It was a little scary.
That was
Yeah, they're incredible. We did all of that on set. We didn't go back to the makeup trailer. They just had me sit down in a chair while they were getting stuff ready, and they did it all right there. And they have this stuff that's like gravel that goes underneath, and then I would lay down and they just poured the blood. Like they just did a fantastic job making me look like I had really been run over or hit.
Yeah, well, it worked because you looked rough, and it was good.
You looked rough. It was so great, though.
It was. You were the best looking, horrible person we've ever seen. It was great.
Thank you. Yeah, no, they were great. I don't have enough nice things to say about the cast and crew on that show. Everybody was so nice and welcoming, and it was just like a big family, and they just welcomed me right in.
Oh, fantastic.
And it was really sad actually to wrap because they were just such lovely people.
Yeah.
And much like everything, you can find it everywhere now. Like I love, it seems like every appearance that you make, every show that you can be flipping through channels and there you are.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, there's Rebekah. Yeah, here's her Law and Order. Or here's her, Station 19. It's like everywhere.
Yeah, I'll take it. I can't complain. It's interesting. When I got the audition for this, I was like, oh, this would be so fun. And, the audition sides are, for all of Shondaland shows, I'm assuming, because I auditioned for grades before in the past. And,
yeah. Right.
And, this was my first audition for Station 19, but you get fake sides.
Right.
So a lot of the lines were the same, but in the audition, I was robbing a pharmacist and making him go back to his pharmacy and give me the drugs. And I was thinking to myself, oh, this is interesting. Like, I wonder, what's actually going to happen.
Right. Yeah.
I know this deal. Like, okay.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if anybody would care, a random guy. So I was like, I bet there's more going on than this. And then when I booked it, I got the actual script, and I was like, oh, I actually get to rob them. Like, that's so cool.
That is really cool. So what you got coming? Can you talk about anything? What's the next biggie?
So they just announced a film I did a couple years ago called Limbo with James Purefoy and a bunch of other awesome actors is actually coming out on VOD and DVD August 4th.
Fantastic.
Boom. That's
so
awesome.
Just a few weeks from now.
Yes.
So I play, I don't want to give too much away until it comes out because it's a spoiler for the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But Lou Temple is the lead. He's the guy that's like basically on trial just to decide if he's going to go to heaven or hell after he's killed.
Right.
And I play someone from his past, so that's kind of all I can really
Fantastic.
give away. But she's another really interesting, not a super nice person. So it was fun.
You're so good. You're so good at those roles.
Yes, right.
I don't know what it says about me as a person, but
It's like look how small and nice and sweet she looks. She's perfect.
She's
like,
great.
She's gonna be crazy. Like, it's so
I know
good.
you would not think it's so random because in Hollywood it's so much about what you look like and how you're perceived as a person, and I play so much opposite of how I am.
Well, it says a lot to your acting ability, does
Yes.
it not? Because nobody would buy it by looking at you, but then you see it and you're like, oh shit.
Right.
So yeah, that's just phenomenal acting right there.
Oh well, thank you. I appreciate it. They on the show, they helped so much. Like some of it didn't make the cut because everything can. It's TV and it moves really fast. But Jason and I had some great looks back and forth, and he would give me so much, and all of the cast did as well. And so it really that only helps you as an actor be able to really go there and buy what you're doing as when everyone else is 100% in it with you. So
Definite.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. But I mean, thank you so much for coming on and like talking about it again, because like we said, we absolutely loved the episode. I've honestly watched it like at least 5 times.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's on Hulu. It's on Hulu Station 19. But yeah, we cannot thank you enough for coming back on so many times. Like next time, like we said, 10th time, that would be insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, and hopefully I'll have something else to maybe talk about. We'll see with the industry how it's going.
Right. Nobody knows.
Here, but
Nobody knows.
It's true.
Yeah, nobody
It's
knows.
true. And we're going to have you back on for now. I can't tell. We keep getting hammered with when are they doing another book club.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
People still talk about that. And it's like, okay, we're getting back on for more books.
Yeah, that would be great because I'm on my 24th book this year.
oh shit.
Fantastic, man. All right, we're going to have to get that
Talk
going.
About some more books that I've read. Yeah, definitely would be great.
Perfect. Well, listen, thanks for taking a little bit of time out of your Friday going into the weekend to get crazy with us, as always. And
Yeah, thank you.
say
Of
hello
course.
to the hubby and tell him we said hello and wish him well. And you guys have
I
a
will.
fantastic weekend, and we will be in touch soon.
Sounds good. You too. And thanks so much for having me on. I really appreciate it. It was really fun, as
Yep.
always.
As always.
All right. Bye-bye now.
Bye, Rebecca.
Bye.
So great, man. So great.
She's always so
Every
fun.
single time. Yeah, she's just like one of the nicest people we've ever talked to on the
Definitely.
podcast or in person. Like, she's just a blast,
She
guys.
is.
So, I mean, be sure to watch Station 19 and be sure to follow her on all social media platforms.
Yes.
She's epic.